Good morning, y'all. Fuzzy Biker here. We are in the very northeast corner of Wisconsin. There's the Hot Rod Himalayan. Michigan is literally a stone throw away, and it's just starting to rain. It's about 5:20 in the morning a.m. The bike, there's the bike, the Hot Rod bike. I got to tell you, I got to thank Baxter's. This is the big thing. I rode it 550, 570 miles yesterday. It's got 55,000 miles on it now, over 55,000, and I had it in the shop. We put Baxter Cycle put new tires on it, front and back, Dunlop Trail Max Missions. They put a new cush drive in it. They put a new chain on it. They put a rear sprocket, a front sprocket. They did all kinds of tune-up work on it. I don't know what that means, but all the little adjustments that a motorcycle shop, a good motorcycle shop knows how to do. And the bike just runs fabulous. It was smoother, it was quieter, it was more responsive. The drivetrain connected much better. Does the cush drive matter? I got a question about that. Yeah, it does. I really think it does. If they had not replaced that, I think it I would have felt that in the drivetrain. Now, since they replaced everything, tires, chains, sprockets, and cush drive, it's hard to isolate that little bit of information and say, yeah, for sure, but I definitely think it does. Somebody asked about that, said they haven't replaced theirs in 40 years. I'm guessing they haven't put 55,000 miles on theirs either yet, so maybe they don't ride it a lot. I don't know. Maybe. The other question I got was, well, we'll get to that in a minute. So the bike itself, let's go back and talk about that. I talked about the tires already, the drivetrain. Oh, they put new brake pads on the back. Could I feel that? I don't know if I could or not. It certainly will make a difference. I think the front brakes are still the same. I don't think they've done anything with that yet. I don't think they have. I'll have to look at the paperwork. The bike is just a fabulous machine, and I really appreciate again, that's really the point of this video. I appreciate the work that Baxter Cycle has done on this motorcycle this last time. And, well, every time. They've done all the maintenance on this bike ever since. And now here we are on a big trip. We're gonna test that again, see how that all works out. Our goal today is I'm gonna run up to Mackinac City, and then I'm gonna go across the Mackinac Bridge north to south, turn around, go south to north, and then I'm gonna try to get into Canada, go into Canada, and see what I can learn up there. Looking at Maine, but the East Coast has a big rainstorm on it right now, so I don't know if I'll go all the way into Maine. I might go down to Bevington and check out Royal Enfield of Bevington, AJ's bike shop. That's a great shop. And then I'm going to head down to Harry Terry's shop, Gearhead Junction in Virginia. They've got the Frosty Fender this weekend and this coming weekend, 17, 18, 19, something like that. They've got all kinds of camping, and they've got a campground literally behind the bike shop. It's like a 30 spot or a 60 spot campground. They've got bunk houses, they've got cabins you can rent, they've got RV hookups, they've got all that neat stuff. And we're going to take this little hot rod down there and see what we can learn about that. But look at that thing. You get a little bit of rain on there. That just started. Hope my sign doesn't run right. It's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be a really interesting day. That bike is just top notch. Again, I want to thank Baxter Cycle. How many times am I going to say that? Right? Well, I really appreciate it. The ride yesterday was phenomenal. The bikes wear out slowly. The tires wear. The last tires I had were 28,000 miles. From the day they were new to the day I got rid of them. I adjust internally. We adjust as we ride the bikes, and we get used to the tire, and unless they get dangerous or we adjust, and we don't realize how wore out they are. And I've been doing this long enough that I understand that. So when they put new tires on, it really makes a big difference. And of course the chain and oh my gosh, I'm Mr. Repetitive today, right? We get it back. They got a list of other things they want to do. The bike was designed, tested to 100,000 kilometers. When I was in Chennai at the factory, they took us to the R&D center and talked about that. They test them to 100,000 kilometers, 62,000 miles. Other thing to talk about real quick, and I keep getting messages about the new 750, supposedly. The new 750 Himalayan. Well, that's going to be an interesting motorcycle, and that's going to be very different from this motorcycle. It'll be heavier, it'll be larger. I don't know. I haven't rode it. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how much power it'll make. Would I like to have one? Yes, I think I would like. I'd like to ride one anyway. As far as this one goes, this one's going to be lighter because it's a single cylinder 450. It's probably going to have a lower seat height. It's going to have a lower center of gravity for sure. I'm pretty sure about that. It's this might be the better off-road variant. Now, having said that, I ride this thing thousands of miles of paved road. DRZ. I got asked about how does this compare to a DRZ or a KLR. The KLRs and the DRZs are wonderful bikes, and they work very well. But a DRZ for sure is a dual sport, where this is a travel bike. This is more highway oriented. Would you want to ride a DRZ 500 miles on the interstate? No, you wouldn't. Absolutely not. Would you want to ride this 200 miles on a BDR? Well, I have. So you can. The DRZ is going to be better at it. The DRZ is going to be lighter. How about the KLR? The KLR is the granddad, the grandma. It's the mother of all ADVs, in my opinion. But fuzzy, there were ADVs before that. Yeah, they were, but the KLR really brought it to bear. It really made the industry, I think, and it's the you have to respect that bike. Without that bike, we wouldn't have this bike behind me. This bike, I think, how do I say this? This bike took the KLR and hopefully made it better. It's only a year old. So, how do you say that about when you're comparing it to a 30-year-old motor? The KLR has been around for 30 years, and that's a proven machine. You cannot diss that bike. I hope this one is around for 30 years as well. Anyway, it's starting to sprinkle. It's supposed to rain from now till about 7. I'm going to leave here about 7. Try to head over to Mackinac. I want to thank Baxter Cycle again. If y'all are in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield Triumph Classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, helmets, socks, gear, socks. They do sell socks and underwear, jackets, gloves, anything at all. Get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell them Mackinac Fuzzy sent you. Life is good, my friends. Life is good. Get off the couch, get out of that easy chair, get out and do something. Wahoo!